Hello, everyone. I'm Ian Smith here with FedSmith.com, here to talk to you today about Roth in-plan conversions. They're coming soon to the Thrift Savings Plan. The TSP announced that they will be available starting January 28th, 2026. And this is exciting news. A lot of our readers on the FedSmith.com website have commented that this is a feature they've wanted for many years. So, what are Roth in-plan conversions and how do they work? And why should you care about this? How might it benefit your retirement savings? Let's take a look. So, what is a Roth in plan conversion? It allows you to move or convert money from your traditional or pre tax TSP account to your Roth or after tax TSP account. So, why would you want to do this? Well, it offers long term tax benefits. Say that you're a 30-year-old federal employee saving in your TSP and you move money from traditional over to Roth. That's a taxable event. You'll pay the taxes on it now, but that money is going to sit there and grow because it's invested in the TSP funds for maybe 30 to 40 years. If you're 30 years old, you retire in your 60s, even 70s. That's a long time. And all of that money will grow tax free now that it's been moved over to the Roth account. And once you reach retirement, qualified withdrawals are tax free in retirement. So you pay the taxes up front, pay them now on the conversion. The money grows over time, and then it's not taxed again on the qualified withdrawals. And so that's potential savings of even hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes, potentially, depending on how much you invest and how it's invested and whatnot. But again, it's a taxable event. It's a complex process, so you do want to understand how all of this works. That's something I'm going to repeat a few times in this video. I want to make very sure, plan carefully. This isn't something you're going to want to just click a button and go off and do. You'll want to consult with financial advisors, tax advisors, etc., for your situation to see would this be beneficial for you. How will these work? All TSP participants are eligible. The only exception is non-spouse beneficiaries, according to the TSP. You can request a maximum of 26 Roth conversions per account per year. Participants will be able to request a specific dollar amount for the Roth conversion, that's the default choice, or a percentage of their eligible funds to convert. The minimum conversion amount is $500, and also you must leave at least $500 in each non-Roth payroll account source, so traditional tax-exempt automatic 1% and agency match accounts, to support potential future payroll corrections. Also, when you choose your conversion amount, the money will be taken proportionally from your eligible contribution sources. So your own traditional payroll contributions, agency or service matching contributions if applicable, agency or service automatic 1% contributions if applicable, traditional rollover contributions you've made. The TSP mutual fund window investments are not eligible for Roth in-plan conversions. And these conversions are also irrevocable. So once you submit them, there's no going back. It can't be undone. And that's something to be aware of also in your planning. Important tax considerations. Remember, this is a taxable event. So when you do these conversions, it raises your total taxable income for the year, and you have to pay taxes on it now, even though the money will grow tax-free over time. With that in mind, the TSP recommends asking these 4 questions when considering whether or not to do Roth in-plan conversions. Number 1, how will it affect my taxable income for the year? Number 2, how much income tax will I need to pay on the amount of money I convert? Number 3, will this conversion raise my federal marginal tax rate? And number 4, do I have enough money to pay the income tax on the conversion? That's very important. Converting the pre-tax money from your traditional TSP balance to a Roth in-plan conversion increases your taxable income for the year. So you'll pay income tax on the conversion at your applicable rate. And because it's increasing your taxable income for the year, you may end up in a higher tax bracket by doing the conversion. Say your annual total income for the year is $100,000. You convert, say, $50,000. in this one of these Roth conversions, now your total taxable income is $150,000. You could end up in a higher tax bracket, meaning you'll pay more taxes on the higher amounts. That's called bracket bumping. And again, that's why it's very important to consult with a tax advisor. Make sure you understand all of this. Also, when you pay the tax, the income tax on the conversion, it must be from another source according to the TSP, such as a savings account. You cannot use a portion of the money you're converting to pay the taxes. That's also very important. The TSP is not going to withhold that money back for taxes. And because there is no withholding done at the time of the conversion, you may have to make estimated payments to the IRS on the amount of money you're converting. If you don't make the estimated payments, then you can get penalties on top of what you already owe in taxes. So, say you do a Roth conversion in the summer and you don't pay any taxes and make any estimated payments to the IRS at that time. Well, when tax time rolls around next spring in April, in addition to the taxes you owe, the IRS may hit you with a penalty. And those can be pretty steep, especially depending on the amount of money you're talking about. And so that can just pile onto the taxes you owe. So again, something else to keep in mind in all of this. Once again, it's very important to plan all this carefully, working with your financial advisor and tax advisor to make sure that you understand any tax ramifications and also if this would be beneficial for your situation. 5-year rules. There are two 5-year rules that apply to Roth conversions, and I'll just cover them quickly here based on what the TSP has said about them. The first rule, Roth earnings are not taxed if the distribution is considered qualified. For Roth earnings to be qualified and therefore tax-free, they must meet both of these IRS requirements. Number one, 5 years have passed since January 1st of the calendar year in which you made your first Roth contribution, or your first Roth in-plan conversion if your first conversion creates your Roth TSP balance. And number two, you have reached age 59 and a half, have a permanent disability, or are deceased. And then the second rule, each Roth in-plan conversion initiates a 5-year clock that commences on January 1st of the year of each Roth conversion. If you withdraw money that includes converted funds within 5 years of conversion, you must pay a 10% early withdrawal penalty tax to the IRS unless an exception applies, such as being age 59 and a half or older. I've written an article on fedsmith.com that covers these 5-year rules that the TSP notes in a little bit more detail, as well as all of this. I know this is a complex topic, and my intent in making this video is not to put you off to the notion of doing Roth in-plan conversions in the TSP. It can be an excellent way to reduce taxes and boost your long-term savings for retirement. But it does require careful planning, and that's why I mentioned you need to consult with, at a minimum, tax advisors and financial planners for your situation to make sure you understand it, to understand how it would apply to your situation if it makes sense, and also to develop a strategy for paying the taxes. But it is exciting news. I know a lot of people have wanted this feature in the TSP for a long time. It will be here soon. And let me know in the comments if you plan to use the Roth in-plan conversions feature once it arrives in the TSP. I'd be curious to know what your opinion of it is. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.